Welcome back to another cheap episode of the Careful Boys, y'all. Hey, clap for ourselves.
Wow.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
So, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the most drastic lifestyle change that you guys have made in the last like 5 years?
In the last 5 years?
I mean, moving to Vegas was pretty crazy.
That's a big change for me, yeah.
Moving out of
I'm
LA.
still getting used to the like not looking over my shoulder.
Dude, honestly, that took me a while too. Yeah.
I'm also like, it's weird because like since I just came back to LA this weekend, I forgot to sidestep around shit.
Oh, you stepped in shit.
No, I just forgot. I just saw it a little
You're
late,
like, whoa!
and I almost stepped in it. Yeah. Human crap on the ground.
As opposed to duck crap.
Yeah, because like being in Vegas, I'm like, wow, everything's so clean. There's no potholes. There's no crap on the ground. And then I got back to Lincoln Heights, and I almost stepped in some other guy's poop.
Can't let your guard down, brother.
Yeah, it's just crazy that that's even a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Human shit.
Sometimes there's duck benches, and I'm like, it's ducks.
Ducks. Yeah, and by the way, the fact that our neighborhood cleans the duck almost daily is crazy.
Do you guys feel like nostalgic or like, oh, this is kind of home, but not really anymore when you come back to LA?
No.
I think in the area of LA that I lived in, I'd always resisted having a affinity towards it because I just didn't believe that this is all life was meant to be.
What about your old neighborhood though?
Like Downey?
Yeah.
Well, Downey is a little bit of a cheat code, but that's like that Downey's like the f***ing, it's almost like an oasis.
It's like a little isolated space.
Kid, I got moved around so much, like from Indiana to Virginia. That was already hard on me because I'm like, I don't want to leave all my friends. Like I love it here in India and all that stuff. And then from Virginia to San Diego, then I was just pissed at the West Coast. Like I never got on with the West Coast because I was just like, I had all my friends uprooted again. I made new friends from after Indy to Virginia. I made new friends in Virginia, and then I got ripped away from those friends, dropped into San Diego, and I was just like, fuck you, California. Like from minute one, I think that's been my attitude. And then when I moved to LA, it was just as a necessity. I was like, I have to move here to do all the tubers.
You're rat racing.
Yeah. So then Vegas was my first move at will, where I'm like, I am moving here because I really like it. That was my first time I ever moved because I liked it, and I've embraced Vegas because of it. If you can't tell, like I love.
You're wearing the colors.
Yeah, I'm wearing the Golden Knights shit right now. Although for me it's Pacers, but yeah, but like I just embraced the hell out of Vegas. And whereas like when I lived in San Diego, hated the Padres, hated the Chargers, because like I didn't have anything to do with us moving here. You know, it was like that. So I just
San Diego has really good weather though.
Oh, it is. But see, that's even another part of my problem.
Best weather.
I was raised on the East Coast where there's weather.
Oh, like here, there's no snow. There's
Clear skies every day. It was so boring for me. It's just,
the weather's so perfect. What the fuck?
It's all part of that bratty, I was uprooted bullshit that like, I just never let go of until I moved to Vegas on my own.
You're like, I hated everything about it.
Yeah, legit. It's a bratty attitude for sure, but it's how it is.
I thought moving to Vegas would ruin the Vegas magic for me, but I think that the craziest feeling of living in three cities is feeling like I'm going home every time, not a different place.
That makes sense.
But then Vegas is just not what you think it is until you live there.
I agree.
And then I never moved out of LA, so I always would feel like, oh, there's nothing that's gonna beat LA. You can eat everything at any hour of the day, whatever. But Vegas actually tops LA in those aspects. The 24-hourness of it, the choices. It's like, it's LA on crack for restaurants and a lot of other things. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much.
But I don't know how it's going to be like in different stages in life, because I think like early on, everyone likes big city when you're young. And then you want like suburb or like chill. And I never really understood that until now, where I'm like, oh, I want to sleep. But before you're like, what? This is boring. Like, what? I don't want to be in this boring ass fucking neighborhood, like stepper wife style. But now I'm like, oh, I want calmness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace of mind, yeah.
Although, the leaf blowers is crazy.
We'll stop sleeping until noon.
Nah, dude, the leaf blowers can start at 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For some reason, they start later at Desert Shores.
Exactly.
I mean, we could probably To me, right now, it's just because we have a new home construction all around our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So Sundays.
You hear every tool.
Sundays is when I'm like,
There's no construction. Dang.
That's sick.
but it's so quiet.
Dang.
It's like immensely quiet. I love it.
You know, it'll be like that one day, 5 days a week, hopefully, or at least 7 days a week.
Soon, our neighborhood's almost done.
Is it?
Now we're barely hearing it. Because
Oh,
when
but-
we moved in, I think we were like 12th to move in our whole neighborhood,
Yeah.
like 114 spots. Something like that. And now, like, they have, out of like 114 homes, they have like 7 more or something to build. I'm like, holy crap,
That's
we're
tight.
almost there.
You're at the edge.
But does it really feel like you moved that much? Because Vegas still feels like East California. It doesn't feel like way different like in Texas. Like the culture is completely different and
I think it's just like, it's a smaller world. You know when like you can like go to a friend's house?
oh yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
I can do that more easily in Vegas for some reason, even if that friend's house is farther away.
Yeah, if your friend lives 2 miles from you, it doesn't take 30 minutes.
Right.
That's true.
You know?
Oh, the traffic, man. That's what I hate about LA, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like even like going to a restaurant to go eat. Like
Things accessible, yeah.
like it's ironic because if I were to drive in LA 20 minutes to go to a restaurant, I'm gonna complain about it. But if I go drive 20 minutes to go to a restaurant in Vegas, like that's fine.
Is it because there's no traffic?
Yeah. I
So it's
think
just
it's
straight
It's
road
like,
for
yeah.
20 minutes.
yeah, no stress.
Yeah.
You're just not stressed about it.
Right.
You're not yelling at the fucking dick next to you who's cutting you off or flipping you off or something. You know, it's like
Yep.
Because you're still
not
moving at a normal rate of travel. It's not like
so you feel like it's efficient time spent.
and you park easier too. It's not like it's not like going to visit someone in K Town and you have to see like a bunch of people putting fake cones everywhere.
How long has it been now since you officially moved?
A month.
1 month? Have
About a
you?
month.
Do
Worst
you
month of
think
your
you
life,
really
right?
like melted in? Of like this is my. I can feel that I'm here. Like this is it.
Yeah, I think like because that's the way that I always imagined life should be.
Oh.
Like as a kid, I was like, oh, like the dream that you had in the 90s was just imagining a nicer version of the 90s.
So you're resisting your downtown LA experience.
Yeah, because,
like, this
like-
is fucking RoboCop wasteland shit.
Yeah, because the argument that like, oh, you can have so much more shit in LA is valid, but at what cost? And the thing that I started thinking of was like, it's just not worth getting killed randomly. Like I hate to like I'm not like being negative, but
No,
I'm just
that's
like
true.
When I talk to people about that, I'm like, you can enjoy LA all you want, but you can also just get cut short off of nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
no reason. Just because a dude is off of his fucking rocker and you just happen to be there. And like even last night I was with Eris at Tierra Mia, we're just parking lot hanging out talking, and the whole time we gotta watch this guy because he's like walking around with like a fucking screwdriver poking trees and shit.
Damn.
We're just like, what the fuck is this? And then there's another
Doesn't
guy.
it make you feel alive a little bit though? Doesn't it make you feel like, yo, I could really, my situational awareness is really good.
But it's just like it pains me that like that became an acceptable environment that we all don't do anything about it and we just go, yeah, it's LA. Like
That's
we've
true.
let it skate that far.
You just exist.
Yeah, you have to coexist with these people rather than be like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Well, the
no.
bum's been there before we were born, so it was like we just that's the atmosphere.
Yeah, you're the nuisance actually with your.
I'm
regular-
older than these bums now. That's the thing that's crazy. I'm older than these fuckers. That's where I'm like, this isn't right. Like, but you just
I say we get rid of them, but you know.
well, they have a plan now. Like someone that works.
Plan is sick.
Somebody that
They
I don't
always
know,
got plans.
I don't know if this is a public plan, but somebody that I know that works in the municipality said that they're trying to get all the homeless people and move them to the valley.
Thank you.
Oh, that's kind of where they belong.
Do you know about that?
Just kidding. I don't know.
Has that been
why
something
the
you heard?
valley?
Dude,
Like Reseda, Van Nuys.
Why?
like, dude, the Studio City guys are gonna get pissed.
Yeah. They're trying to move all the like the LA like for the Olympics. They're trying to, and they already started apparently. They started busting.
Good, you gotta start early.
But it's not, to me, it's not even just the bums, but like just the people here,
I think that's the
even if they're not on, like if they're not like bums or whatever, some of them are just off their meds, some of them just are violent. It's just me and Subin was eating fucking Thai food yesterday, and then this guy's like asking the guy at the register a question, and then I guess he misheard him, and he goes, "I'm not talking about money." And then we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then he comes over to us. He goes, "Hey guys, is this your first time eating here? What's good on the menu?" I was just trying to ask the guy, and me and Subin were just staring at him. We didn't even answer because this fool he just looked like a crackhead.
Yeah.
And we're just like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "It's my first time." And then he goes out, rides his one wheel, and then he waits for his food and shit. And I'm like, yeah, this is LA. And I used to not question this shit because it just happened every day.
Wait, he got on one wheel though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not a bum. There's just
some
crazy people in LA, right? And I was like, man, are we gonna have to fuck this fool up? Because he was like yelling at the restaurant guy, the workers.
So is a one wheel, is that like a unicycle? I'm picturing a guy on a unicycle.
It's like
it's like a skateboard on one big wheel.
Oh, okay, that thing.
$1,000.
That. Okay.
And
But
they
he
can go
looked
pretty
like
fast too.
he looked kind of like a druggy, like Rasta guy, like he's, or like, you know, like those white dudes in dreads. Yeah. So he was just, I don't know. I think he was just like,
Say enough, dude. I've already pictured it.
Yeah.
Picture this guy.
So it's like we have our homeless problem, but we also have like just crazy people problem.
Unicycle's funny though.
I was genuinely, I have no idea. I'm not cool enough to know what a one.
I think a unicycle would have been better than a one wheel, but yeah,
Or practical, probably.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest change, I think. Is just,
you don't have to deal with that shit.
well, I think like coming back, you really see it way fucking harder. Like
That's
the first
true.
time you came back was probably like that too, where it's like, oh my god, you got to be re-concerned about these things.
Also, we had a little pool party the other day for Memorial Day at our lagoon, and that was sick.
That whole like day was like the solid fucking stamp of like, oh, okay, so this is what everyone deserves, honestly.
And then you see the Filipino ladies doing line dancing and shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like things are
Yeah.
wholesome without some guy like talking shit at the same time. It's like everybody just enjoys it.
Nobody's yelling with a machete or running around.
You go to a farmer's market in LA, there's a fucking dude with a crack pipe going.
Yeah, and nobody's heckling nice things. Like, whereas if you tried to do something wholesome here, like another group would just be talking shit or like making the experience.
You're
bad
not
for
from
everyone.
here.
Yeah.
But then there, it's like it's still very multiracial. Like it's a highly diverse community.
Yeah.
But everyone gets along. They're just mad cool.
Sounds like a fake dream.
Do you think at some point Vegas is gonna get overcrowded and the same problems are gonna start to develop like how it is in LA?
Buzzkill can over here.
I think Vegas people complain about that publicly a lot, where they think everything bad happening is because of Californians. But a lot of them are in denial that they've made the dumbest generation of kids in America.
A lot of them are also.
They're number 47 to 49 out of 50 states of education.
Wait, what?
By the way, Nevada's not much better.
No, that's Nevada.
Yeah. That's what. Well, I mean, than California. I think California's at the bottom, right?
No, it's not. California's ahead of Nevada. Nevada is almost 40, number 49.
And the medical system out there really is.
But then that's what I mean is like when you have like the dumbest kids, they end up being the baddest people usually. But then a lot of the time when a Nevadan sees a crime, like fucking California people, like really, you think this kid fucking moved here and decided to shoot someone at a water park?
Oh wait, is that what happened?
Yeah, but then they just immediately are like, that's a California. It's like, dude, the Californians that are moving here are minding their own business.
That's what happens in Hawaii too.
Plus, if you were born in Vegas, no offense, you got like something desert.
Desert. You're like a Riverside meth head.
Yeah.
Desert brain.
So is it true about the desert people?
Yeah, the desert people are a little strange.
What are some characteristics?
They believe in the Lisana.
It's usually like a very leathery neck.
Yeah.
Like very
Real
leathery.
orange.
Yeah, and they'll just come up to you and ask you questions. Like, guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, like, are you Japanese?" And I'm like, "No." And because I'm wearing a fucking Careful Boys shirt with the fear everyone in the symbols and shit. And
Like, I never met a Jap before.
yeah, and I'm wearing I got my shorts out, so I got this on, and I'm like, "No." And then he's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "You think I even could possibly be Japanese?" But yeah, I don't know. But like a desert person would ask you that
Because they've never seen one.
And was that the end of the
But it's not. It's
Then we just
probably.
both awkwardly stood at the light while waiting for the street walk thing to.
But it's probably not like aggressive or has
just
any
curious.
negative intention or.
No, but it was one of those. It was because he's a desert person. All I know is he could just randomly swing on me. Like if I was like, yes, I am, he might swing on me. Like I don't know. I have no idea where he's coming from.
Funny resistance to change where like the studios that just recently the bill fell through, how many people were like, good, keep that LA shit out of here. It's like, that's ridiculous. It could have brought so much money and income to all of you.
Dude.
But they're just like stubborn about like, no, we don't want any of that pedophile shit around here.
He's talking about the bill that just failed in the Nevada.
Sony was gonna build a studio.
Damn, that's crazy.
It would have been $3 billion in revenue.
It would have been like a Hollywood in Nevada type of thing.
Yeah, Hollywood 2.0.
and the governor was set to sign it like that night. It was like
That would have solidified our investments.
A really important thing too that another Nevadan had pointed out to me was like that was, I guess, like Nevada's shot at distancing the wealth gap between casinos and regular people, because there'd be like a whole other industry that they could, that could be dependent on, like, oh, now like we have film and TV, but
instead of the culinary union.
yeah, because the power disparity between like casinos and just everything else is like huge.
Oh, they're trying to. Oh, they don't want that.
Because there's no industry that like cuts in between it. I guess that's what she was explaining.
The casinos, the culinary union.
I heard the culinary union.
Oh, it's a monster, bro.
I hear
It's
they're
huge.
like they're real.
They are. They're badass.
But yeah, that's crazy.
You don't want
like,
to mess with a bunch of cooks with
Like,
knives.
Sorry, I'll do whatever you want.
I mean,
I'll buy the nugs.
that was the second time that bill fell through, apparently.
Hopefully it's.
So I assume that they're going to restructure.
They have the votes, basically.
Yeah.
Two Democrat ladies came in at the last second and tried to change something about it, and then it just completely fell.
I mean, how much of that though is, do you think, local residents versus like actual California lobbyists, or like the studios from California saying don't do it, or like because they don't, or not studios but LA City,
Oh, like they're trying to stamp it out so they don't.
because they
want to
keep the studios in California.
I
Yeah,
didn't think about that.
I think they're already losing that fight, man. Like look at what's happening in Canada, Atlanta.
Jersey.
Yeah, man. It's
Really, anywhere else but California.
legit. I think they're even shooting stuff in Florida.
Yeah, they're shooting everywhere but LA now.
Yeah. Even my Dexter, they used to shoot that in Long Beach.
Oh, really?
They didn't even shoot that.
That's
in
not Miami.
No, dude. The exteriors are all Long Beach.
So what does California have now that's like generating like the most revenue?
well, I don't know, because
Probably marijuana.
they just surpassed, I think it was Japan or Germany. Now they're like the third. If we were a country in California, it's the third biggest economy in the world.
Yeah, it's still big.
It's not going anywhere either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is the
Oh, so
number
what
one?
industry?
Yeah, what's?
I don't know what the number one is, but we have so many. We have farming, we have Silicon Valley, which is tech. We have movies.
Tech is one of the
we
biggest.
have tech.
Yeah, Tech's one of the biggest.
Yeah. We have all the ports. We have freaking Oakland, and we have.
Not just movies, because like the music label, record labels and stuff like that are here too.
Texas is about to get 4 more electoral votes starting in 2030.
What?
Population.
From all the people migrating to different states after COVID, and California's going to lose a couple electoral votes.
from all the population.
And yeah,
Wow.
Florida's gaining. I think Texas is gaining.
So it goes back to what our theory is. A lot of Californians really did leave. We're starting to feel it now.
Yeah, I mean, but there are always going to be people moving to California. But it was a big move.
There's even, if you look at the graph, there's a shitload of people moving from Nevada to California too. I think
Yeah.
it's like half.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like half the amount of people that moved to Nevada. Half of them are coming back here.
But during COVID, it was the first time in like decades that California actually had a deficit.
Yeah, they had a deficit.
More people
Yeah.
moved
They're
than.
not in there anymore. They're still gaining. It's just they're gaining at a slower rate or something.
The deficit is the rate of growth.
Yeah.
But
But I
then-
think it's like one of those too big to fail scenarios where California it's just so powerful that I think they're like, yeah, you can leave, I don't care.
It's a beautiful state. The whole damn coast is on the beach. Like you're not going to beat that.
Yeah.
But I will say that they are losing key people. That's the thing where one corporation leaving, you can't recover that with 100,000 people coming in.
Elon moved SpaceX.
I think Toyota left.
Texas.
Elon left. Well, Toyota left before the COVID stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people. And then plus, like, the census-wise, the amount of illegal immigrants is crazy higher in California. I think like half the illegals in America are in California.
Once the JK Corporation moves, California's basically
It's over.
dead.
People will.
They should have never fucked with us.
No, you guys can't fucking.
They should have never fucked us. The fucking EDD.
People are going to forget the name California.
You know those suckers finally sent us a letter that they're gonna look into it.
What?
Finally.
The appeal finally got like addressed.
Jesus.
Damn.
What a state. What a country, baby.
It's good news. Big ups.
Trump.